Welcome to my channel. Let me ask you a simple question. Have you ever known English words but still felt unable to speak? What if I told you that you don't need difficult grammar or thousands of vocabulary words to have a real conversation in English? In today's video, I will show you how simple daily sentences can help you speak English, because I will also share a powerful daily speaking method that can completely with confidence. Stay until the end. Change your English practice. Chapter 1. Why simple sentences are the secret to speaking English. Now listen carefully, because this chapter may completely change the way you think about English learning. Most people believe that speaking English requires thousands of words, difficult grammar rules, and years of study. They believe they must memorize long vocabulary lists before they can say even one sentence confidently. Maybe you think the same way. Maybe you have spent months learning English words, watching videos, reading lessons, and studying grammar. But when someone asks you a simple question in English, your mind suddenly becomes empty. You know the words. You understand the meaning. But the sentence never comes out. Then you feel frustrated. You think maybe English is too difficult. Maybe you are not talented enough. Maybe speaking English is only for smart people. But today, I want to tell you something important. The problem is not that English is too difficult. The problem is that most learners start in the wrong place. They try to learn difficult English before learning simple English. They chase advanced vocabulary before mastering basic conversations. They want to sound impressive before they can even sound comfortable. And because of that, they become overwhelmed and eventually lose confidence. But look at how children learn language. A child does not start with difficult words. A child starts with simple sentences. A child says, "I am hungry. I want water. I am tired. Come here. Help me." These sentences are small, but they are powerful because they are useful. They help the child communicate. They help the child connect with people. They help the child express thoughts and feelings. And slowly, sentence by sentence, the child's language becomes stronger. The same principle works for English learners. You do not become fluent by learning difficult words. You become fluent by using simple sentences again and again until they become natural. Think about your daily life. How many times do you really need complicated English? Most conversations are built from simple sentences. When you wake up, you say, "I am tired." When you feel hungry, you say, "I want food." When you need assistance, you say, "Can you help me?" When someone asks about your day, you say, "I am busy today." These are not advanced sentences. They are simple. Yet they are used every day by millions of people around the world. This is why simple sentences are the foundation of speaking English. They are like bricks in a house. One brick may look small and unimportant, but when you place many bricks together, they create something strong. In the same way, one simple sentence may not seem impressive, but hundreds of simple sentences create real communication. And here is another truth that many learners never hear. Native speakers use simple English much more often than you think. Many beginners imagine that native speakers constantly use difficult vocabulary. But if you listen carefully to everyday conversations, you will hear simple words and simple sentence patterns again and again. People say things like, I need help. I don't know. I think so. I'm ready. Let's go. That's fine. These are short sentences, but they carry real meaning. That is why your goal should not be to speak complicated English. Your goal should be to speak clear English. Clear English builds confidence. Confidence creates practice. Practice creates fluency. And fluency creates opportunities. So from today, stop asking yourself, how many difficult words do I know? Start asking yourself, how many simple sentences can I actually use? Because speaking English is not about showing people how much vocabulary you have memorized. Speaking English is about expressing your thoughts in a way that people understand. That is the secret many successful learners discover. They stop chasing perfection and start using simple English every day. And in the next chapter, I will show you some of the most important daily sentences that can help you start real conversations immediately. These are sentences you can use at home, at work, with friends, and even when speaking to yourself. So stay with me, because now we are moving from understanding the secret to actually using it. Chapter 2. The most important daily sentences you need. Now listen carefully, because this chapter may save you months or even years of confusion. Many English learners spend their time searching for advanced vocabulary, difficult grammar lessons, and complicated speaking techniques. They fill notebooks with hundreds of words, watch countless videos, and jump from one lesson to another. But when a real conversation begins, they suddenly realize something surprising. They do not need difficult English. They need useful English. Think about your daily life. Most conversations are not about science, history, or complicated topics. Most conversations are about simple things. People ask how you are. They ask what you are doing. They ask where you are going. They ask what you need. These questions appear every day. This is why the most important English sentences are not the longest sentences. They are the sentences you can actually use. Let me show you something powerful. Imagine someone asks you, "How are you?" If you can answer, "I am fine. Thank you," you have already started a conversation. Then they ask, "What are you doing?" You answer, "I am learning English." Now the conversation continues. Then they ask, "Why are you learning English?" You answer, "Because I want to improve my future. Look at what just happened. You used only simple words, but you communicated real ideas." This is how speaking begins. Not with perfection, not with complicated grammar, but with useful daily sentences. Here are some of the most important sentences every beginner should know. How are you? I am fine. What is your name? My name is... Where are you from? I am from... What do you do? I am a student. I work in an office. Can you help me? Yes, I can. No problem. These sentences may look small, but they are used every single day by English speakers around the world. And here is something many learners do not realize. Confidence comes from repetition. The more you use a sentence, the stronger it becomes. The first time you say, "Can you help me?" you may feel nervous. The 10th time feels easier. The 100th time feels natural. This is why simple sentences are so powerful. They allow you to practice again and again until speaking becomes automatic. Now, imagine another situation. You meet someone for the first time. You do not need a dictionary full of words. You only need a few useful sentences. Hello. Nice to meet you. My name is. What is your name? Where are you from? Suddenly, you are having a conversation. The conversation is simple, but it is real, and real practice is what creates progress. Another common mistake learners make is waiting until their English becomes perfect before speaking. They tell themselves, I will speak when my grammar improves. I will speak when I learn more vocabulary. I will speak when I feel confident. But confidence does not come before speaking. Confidence comes from speaking. Every time you use a simple sentence, your confidence grows a little stronger. Every conversation teaches your brain that English is not something to fear. It is simply a tool for communication. That is why I want you to stop worrying about difficult English and start focusing on useful English. Learn sentences you can use today. Learn sentences you can use tomorrow. Learn sentences that match your real life. If you are hungry, say, I am hungry. If you are tired, say, I am tired. If you need help, say, can you help me? These simple sentences are not beginner sentences forever. They are the foundation of all speaking. Even advanced speakers use simple sentences every day. The difference is that they use them confidently. So today I want you to remember one important truth. A simple sentence spoken confidently is more valuable than a difficult sentence that never leaves your mouth. Start with useful English. Practice it daily. Use it whenever possible. And in the next chapter, we are going to make your speaking even stronger because I will show you how to talk about your morning routine in English. This will give you an unlimited source of speaking practice because your daily life is full of English topics waiting to be used. Chapter 3. Talking about your morning in English. Now listen carefully because this chapter can give you something that many English learners spend years searching for. Most beginners have the same problem. They want to practice speaking English, but they do not know what to talk about. Every day they ask themselves, what should I say? What topic should I choose? How can I practice if nobody is talking to me? And because they cannot find a topic, they stop speaking altogether. But today I want to show you a simple secret. The best speaking topic is already part of your life. It is your morning. Every single day you wake up. Every single day you do almost the same activities. Every single day you have an opportunity to practice English without a teacher, without a partner, and without spending any money. Think about your morning. What is the first thing you do? Maybe you wake up early. Maybe you check your phone. Maybe you brush your teeth. Maybe you drink tea or coffee. Maybe you prepare for work or school. These simple activities are not just activities. They are English practice opportunities. Instead of staying silent, start describing your morning in English. Say, I wake up at 6 o'clock. Say, I get out of bed. Say, I brush my teeth. Say, I drink tea. These are not difficult sentences, but remember something important. Fluency is not built with difficult sentences. Fluency is built with sentences you actually use. Many learners spend hours memorizing vocabulary they never speak. Then they wonder why they cannot have a conversation. The reason is simple. Their English lives in their notebook, but it does not live in their mouth. Your morning routine changes that. It gives you real English that connects directly to your daily life. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and practicing like this. You open your eyes and say, "Good morning." Then you say, "Today is a new day." Then you stand up and say, "I am getting ready for the day." While brushing your teeth, you say, "I am brushing my teeth." While making breakfast, you say, "I am preparing my breakfast." While drinking tea, you say, "I am drinking tea." Do you see what is happening? You are turning ordinary moments into English lessons. And the best part is that you do not need to remember complicated grammar rules. You simply describe what you are doing